When Juliet reached the other barrel storage area, she remained under the close watch of 3 young people lurking in the shadows. At first, when they saw Juliet hastily shedding her protective suit, they were momentarily at a loss for how to respond, contenting themselves with hiding in the darkness and observing quietly. The sudden snap of the rope Juliet encountered was actually caused by the sharp blade of the young archer girl. Juliet failed to grasp the edge of the broken wall, plunging into the water below. At that moment, the man from earlier descended the stairs to investigate the water's edge. Seeing Juliet struggling desperately, he couldn't bear to watch and quietly tossed a square bucket into the water. It was this bucket that allowed Juliet to surface and gradually regain her strength. The man's act of kindness drew harsh criticism from the archer woman, who deemed rescuing a stranger an absurd decision that could easily spiral out of control. Yet the man simply replied that he couldn't stand by and watch Juliet die before his eyes. It turned out the man and the archer woman were remarried spouses. They had 2 children of their own and were also caring for a young girl, making 5 people in total. They had been living a secretive existence within the silo. The only truth they knew was that Solo, hiding in the vault, had murdered the archer woman and Rick's family. Thus, they had been waiting for an opportunity to eliminate Solo. But before striking, they needed the vault's code, as it held their survival supplies. While Juliet submerged to shut the floodgate, the archer and the man ambushed Solo. In the struggle, they accidentally severed the oxygen line with an axe. Simultaneously, an arrow from the archer woman struck Solor's shoulder. The man then successfully knocked Solor unconscious. Though the archer woman intended to kill Solor immediately, the man stopped her, hoping to extract the code from Solor first before deciding what to do next. When they returned to their hidden hideout, the little girl rushed in to warn them that Juliet had surfaced and would likely follow the blood trail to find them. So the girl lay on the ground, feigning death. When Juliet approached, the archer threatened her with arrows to halt her advance. Juliet immediately explained she only needed to retrieve what belonged to her from Soro and would leave immediately, promising not to interfere with them. However, the archer proposed a condition. If Juliet could find the code to enter the vault, she would allow Juliet to see Soro. To ensure Juliet wouldn't escape, the girl was assigned to accompany her in the search. The vault permitted only 3 daily attempts to input the code. When Juliet mentioned the urgency of finding the code to leave the silo, a flicker of longing crossed the girl's eyes as she voiced her own desire to escape. Her hopes shattered instantly when Juliet revealed there was only one protective suit. As the two focused on searching for clues, the unexpected discovery of 2 desiccated corpses made the girl pause. She instantly recognized the familiar bracelet on one corpse's wrist. The shadow of the past once again fell over her young face. Juliet keenly sensed the girl's unease and sought to learn more through conversation. It was then that the girl began to recount the story behind the corpse. It turned out that Tess, one of the deceased, was Rick's mother, while Chase was Audrey's father. After their respective deaths, Rick and Audrey had built new families and welcomed their child, Benny. Out of kindness, they had taken in the little girl before their deaths. Yet in the face of extreme scarcity, one more mouth to feed meant greater pressure to survive.